Hello guys and welcome back. Today let's go over my top 25 facts you might not know from Sir Hammerlock's DLC from Borderlands 2. So with that, let's get right into it. Number 1. The internal development term for this DLC was Sage, but the community actually discovered this on their own when looking at the code of the game and finding the downloadable content subfolders, which is why a lot of the concept art for the project is titled Borderlands 2 Sage. Number 2. The main protagonist of the DLC, Professor Nakayama, mentions that he poisoned the CEO of the Atlas Corporation before the Vault Hunters or Hammerlock knew who he was, which we never have seen on screen, the death of the CEO of Atlas, but it could be really interesting if that does play out in the future. Number 3. Concept art shows the entire island that the DLC takes place on. It also shows the crashed Hyperion ship, along with slag leaking from the crash site. The island also has developed dock cities, a forest, and even a volcano right in the center. Number 4. The DLC added 14 new items, 6 of which are manufactured by Jacobs and hunting themed. They are the Damned Cowboy, the assault rifle, the Elephant Gun, which was a sniper rifle, the Hydra shotgun, the Rex pistol, the Rough Rider shield, and the Twister shotgun. Number 5. There is a purple/red colored Crystallisk in the DLC, located in the Big Bluff, who's named Rogue, which is a French word that can be translated to mean red. And if you have played the main story of Borderlands 2, you'll know this is very similar to the Crystallisk in the main game, who was named Blue. Number 6. The weapon dropped from Rogue is the Hydra, which is one of the few weapons that was updated and brought from Borderlands 1. They both share the same special effect, which is a spread in a horizontal line, but the gun did change manufacturers. In Borderlands 1 it was made by Atlas, and in Borderlands 2 it was made by Jacobs. They also had the same red text, which reads, quote, 5 heads of death, which is a mentioning the Hydra itself. Number 7. YouTuber JoltsDude has a video on his channel where he decided to speedrun the entire DLC in 11 minutes and 2 seconds. Number 8. Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt was confirmed as the next DLC for Borderlands 2 after the trophies were patched into the game and brought to light on the Gearbox forums. The notable trophies were the hunting side missions and the fall of Nakayama. Gearbox later then added a statement and confirmed the name of the DLC as Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt. Number 9. The name of Professor Nakayama's ship is the HSS Terminus, which eventually crashed on Candlerack's Crag. The player base then decided to call the loot received at the end of the DLC the Terminus Armory, similar to General Knox's Armory and all the other available armories or loot caves in the game. Number 10. The DLC actually adds a total of 17 missions. 4 are main story missions, which are the Savage Lands, Professor Nakayama I presume, A Hunting We Will Go, and the Fall of Nakayama. And there are the other 13 side missions as well. Number 11. The DLC takes place on the new continent of Pandora called Agris, which is a swamp and jungle type area compared to the desert that the players are used to in the main story on the main continent we spend time on in Pandora. Number 12. Prior to the release of Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, Gearbox held a special Gear Up weekend, which increased the shotgun drop chance one day, grenade mods the next, sniper rifles, and then finally Vermivorous the Invincible spawn rates so the players could get good gear before going into the DLC. Number 13. There are 2 raid bosses in the DLC, one being the secret boss, Dexy, known by the player base, which has led to lots of questions on how to spawn the raid boss from the community when it was first revealed. And people did not understand the whole iridium furnaces and how to get the boss. Number 14. Dexy has the highest Iridium cost of any raid boss, costing between 90 and 99 Iridium for each fight. Also, he is the only raid boss to not be fought in an arena besides Vermivorous. Number 15. To spawn the secret boss, Triple O or Amd-Am-Ak, in the DLC, players used to trick the game to think that 4 players were in the game, or to make the game have 4-player difficulty when they were playing solo by using a glitch that involved running up to Master Gi's gate, but eventually the glitch was patched by Gearbox and now players have trouble spawning Triple O. Number 16. Amd-Am-Ak or Triple O can also spawn in the Sir Hammerlock and the Son of Cromrax DLC because of just reskinned enemies. So if you aren't having luck in Sir Hammerlock's DLC, try going over there. Number 17. Drifters are the creatures that were first introduced in Borderlands 1 DLC with the addition of the secret armory of General Knox. These enemies were brought back as wetland drifters in the Big Game Hunt DLC. Number 18. The DLC was released January 15 of 2013 for last gen consoles and PC, and was the third DLC for Borderlands 2 and part of the Season Pass. Number 19. 5 character heads were released in the DLC. There was no head for Krieg, and there were 6 skins in the DLC, but still no skin for Krieg. Maya was given 2 skins, and all the other character skins look like an animal. Zero was given Vigilant, which was a zebra pattern. Axton's was Patient and was a snake pattern. Gage had Elusive and was a leopard skin. Salvador had Wise, which was a rhino pattern. And finally, Maya had Wrath and Frozen Wrath, which were Tiger and White Tiger respectively. Number 20. Speaking of skins, because of the addition of new vehicle fan boats and player heads and skins, a lot of players felt that too many skins were dropping from enemies in the DLC instead of actual loot, as in weapons. Number 21. Producer for the game, James Lopez, stated that enemies like the Witch Doctor in this DLC were specifically designed to provide a challenge for players by leveling up other enemies and coming in all different forms of the elements. Number 22. A lot of players were having trouble fighting Veracidus the Invincible solo, which led to the community to find a glitch which allowed players to grenade jump on the top and outside of the arena, run along the edge, and eventually fall under the map, which allows the players to hurt Veracidus but could not be damaged by the enemies themselves. Number 23. On the 16th day of the 100k Borderlands 2 loot hunt, the bounty was on the enemy Arizona and would drop the Landscaper, which is a blue unique shotgun made by Torg, and is usually obtained by completing the clan wars Zamfords vs Hodunks and siding with the Hodunks. Number 24. The chopper is also a weapon that is brought over from Borderlands 1. Both weapons, when the trigger is pulled, will keep firing until the magazine is completely empty. And finally, number 25. Lots of the concept art shown was around how they wanted to introduce Claptrap as the figure being worshipped, and there are a lot of cool other concepts in this DLC and definitely worth checking out. Some make Claptrap show the huge statues, others just show how the arena could have been different when first meeting him. And with that, those are the top 25 facts you should know from Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt DLC from Borderlands 2. If you guys like this series, like and comment down below and let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. And did you guys know all the facts? Did any surprise you? Let me know all your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one.